Welcome to my odds and ends video. This is going to be titled NES games and more, just stuff that I didn't show in previous videos. It's not a lot of stuff. Excuse me while I prepare for the next video, but Super Mario 3 boxed, original NES game. One point I had 3 copies of this game, but I also have a repro box of this game that has a darker shade of yellow and just overall darker, slightly darker shades of color overall. But yeah, this iconic game. You can play this on Super Nintendo, on Switch, on 3DS, on Game Boy Advance, Wii U. So there's many different ways to play, as well as on clone consoles as well. Different Chinese handhelds like Abernick and all that kind of stuff. Which I'm going to buy one of those mainly to play the arcade games and some other stuff that I just don't own in physical form or in any other form. But yeah, anyways, back to this classic game. Love it. One of my second favorite Super Mario Brothers games of all time, Super Mario 3. Castlevania, I don't think I have the mana for this. I also have Castlevania 3, but not sure exactly where that's at. That's probably in a shoebox, which they do keep some games in shoeboxes. But yeah, just iconic NES title here. It is an official 3-screw. You can see the stamping here, C1 and revision A. Again, with this game, there's many different ways to play. Game Boy Advance, Switch, probably was on the Wii and Wii U, and available on 3DS, which I have that on that as well. For now it's available on the Switch. Just a very fun game. You have to master where the enemies are, jumps and staircases and all that. Just make your way through the castles and whatnot, or the castle. Zanuck is also on the Famicom. This is the NES version. I think, yeah, it's official. Just has the 05 stamp in it and the label. A lot of these, the last 3 or 4 NES games I got, like official ones anyways, I got fairly inexpensive. Mainly because they had some cosmetic damage to them. This one is made by FCI. Not sure who that is, but great shooting NES game. This is a homebrew. Bought it off of Etsy. Mr. Gimmick, originally released in Japan and Europe only. And that's just the way it still is today. It's not available on the Switch eShop or Switch Shop, unfortunately. But this was made by someone on Etsy. They made the game to where you can play this on an American NES, and there won't be any glitches in the menu. Other than that, the European version will play on an NES, American NES, but it just won't look that great. This was obviously made from a real NES cart. I can still see the stamp here is very just crisp. So is the label. Yeah, Mr. Gimmick, great game. You're just a little green blob guy or something jumping around and killing enemies. Yeah, don't think I'll buy any more homebrews. They're getting quite expensive. This one was reasonably priced compared to like getting the Time Walk green cart version of this, and there's another one. I think Retrobit put one out as well early on. Then there was, I think, a Bishop Brothers version as well. Missed the boat on all those, so yeah. But yeah, Mr. Gimmick. Some jazz titles I didn't show in my jazz CD collection. Nefertiti, I believe is how you say it. My Miles Davis. Columbia CD, just 1998. This is a Japanese version, actually. Blue spec CD, so it's going to sound a little bit better than your standard CD. Redbook CD. It's got bonus tracks, alternate takes. So there you can. I think that'll come in. Let's see. There we go. Yes, my hands are dry. It's wintertime. Extra photos. I think I'll show them because I have some time here. Kind of fill in the video. It's a little short. But the personnel are, of course, Miles Davis on trumpet, Wayne Shorter on tenor sax, Herbie Hancock on piano, Ron Carter on bass, and Tony William on the drums. Or Williams. There's a photo of the band there live. Here, this explains the Blue Spec CD format. That's just a pamphlet and a registration card as well, and different releases. This is all in Japanese. I can't read it. Some of this is in English. Tells where it was remastered and everything. Pretty cool that they include that information. Mark Wilder did all these, I believe. And he did a fantastic job too. Just can't complain. I'll show the back of it here when I put the CD back in. Excuse me for showing pillows. Some people complain about that. There's the back again. And that's that. So, John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman, Sony, I believe it's a Sony Super Audio CD. Impulse Super Audio CD, made in Mexico, I believe it says. Australia. But yeah, you get the album in stereo and in mono as well, which sounds really good. Also comes with a booklet. Open this up here. That'll make this guy easy to get out. It's going to be hard to see through the spindle, but there's a picture there. Maybe it'll show up better in here. With John Coltrane in the background there, kind of obscured. You can see it's kind of goldish. Sounds great though. You can also get this in standard CD, and it is released in the Impulse Verve series by Analog Productions on their formulated vinyl, which sounds great. I haven't heard that, but yeah, DSD Super Audio CD. So you have the Super Audio CD mono and stereo layer, and the CD layer, which has mono and stereo as well. This is hybrid disc, can be played in all players. And I have played it on the Sony boombox here, which I'll be reviewing again soon with more info. And that is the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching.